What's up? I found another one. One I thought I lost, actually. I was kind of like worried about that, but they're not worried, but I thought it was a bummer. But here it is. And yeah, this is, I went to the EOD department to check on, when I found out that, this is when I found out that my complaint that I initially filed about the video and all that other stuff that was taken of me, and the comments that were made about me and stuff like that, and I was informed that, in fact, no complaint was ever filed because they deemed it that it didn't merit an EOD complaint, which is just what they did to me about a week ago about my other complaint. Now, this is what led me to, this is when I started the document thing, because I was jerked around so many different directions and so many times by so many different people that it got to the point to where anybody at the city I talked to, I recorded my conversation, because the gaslighting was reaching incredible levels, like to where I didn't know, like I couldn't trust anybody, you know? And shit, I still can't trust anybody, I don't think. But anyway, check this out. It's pretty. Now I'm pretty, not elevated, but you can hear the stress in my voice, or the frustration in this clip. Because I'm frustrated. So anyway, check it out. I'd like to check the status of the complaint that I made, because no one is responding to everything. So. Okay. Yeah, so I have heard nothing. I apologize about the shuffling. It's because it's in my pocket. So that's what that noise is. And I forget that guy's name, but he said like Harris, but he's deputy, or either deputy director of EOD or director of EOD. Can't remember. He's actually a really nice guy. He just doesn't know anything, you know, about his job, which I guess is whatever. At least he's nice. I was kind of worried too. I hope everything's good. Like halfway or something.
No.
Oh.
So, let me get this straight.
Oh.
So, maybe they explain the process to you, so I'll make sure I explain.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
Okay, so our complaints take 6 months.
Okay.
Right? It can at least take up to 6 months, right? The only way we will get back to somebody very quickly is if we need additional information, if we're closing it out because we say we don't have a complaint. Anytime you make a complaint, they have to process that information. It has to go to their supervisor. The supervisor reviews it. Then they have to send out something called an NOI, which is a notice of
Investigation.
inquiry investigation. But it's letting somebody know that, hey, you have this against you, and we'll go through the process.
Right, but before all that, I need to be sent a copy of the notes that were taken so I can confirm their accuracy. That's what I was told.
You said the notes.
The notes that the EOD person took while I explained my complaint, she said an email will be sent to you with the information you provided me so you can validate and confirm its accuracy.
Yes, so that takes some time to do that as well.
How much time does that take?
That can take any time because our intake, so you spoke to an intake person, I thought you spoke to an investigator.
I mean, I went through the chain of command at first, all the way through to the chain of command with HR and everything, and I never heard anything, so I came in I just came into the office and I spoke with Roberto at first, and then I spoke with a gal. You gotta understand, Roberto, when I talked to Roberto, I think I have that one recorded too, I just can't remember where it's at, but he'd been there like 9 months. And I'm like, 9 months? Where'd you come from? And he's like, oh, I used to work in finance. So that I think explains why old cousin Roberto was, playing catch up a little bit. Anyway.
You spoke with Roberto, so that's what I thought.
Yeah.
You was with him, so when you
Well, I was for a previous complaint that actually I have a question about too. Because I was never notified that they decided to kick it back to HR.
Yeah, you're not notified when it's
Yeah,
kicked
it
back.
says in the AR that the decision of whether or not it qualifies for an EOD complaint, the parties to the complaint need to be notified. It's in the AR.
Okay. So you said you weren't notified about that?
Absolutely not. By either EOD or HR, because if I would have been notified, I would have been able to appeal the decision. But after 15 days, you lose your right to appeal, which I think was why she didn't tell me, because she never really appealed it. But yeah, that's, you're the second.
So are you filing a complaint on that? Is that?
No, I'm not filing a
All right,
complaint.
so,
I mean, I think supervision and people in power, according to the handbooks, that have a duty to act when they see like something that goes against the handbook of the city. And I think that not notifying a person, when it says in the AR to do that, and the senior HR analyst didn't do that, I think that should be a pretty big concern to people, because like, why would she's the one who would know. I mean, you just told me that, like, oh, we don't notify people. And I'm like, it's in the AR. It's in your guys' AR.
we don't have the HR supervisor.
The administrative regulations about EOD, it's in that.
Okay. So that's what I actually want me to do some actions against Roberto about that.
Oh. He's like, do you want me to do some actions against Roberto for that? Like, what? Roberto?
Yeah, Roberto didn't notify me that. If
Roberto's told me that he kicked it back to HR, so I assume HR would have, oh, you mean Roberto was supposed to?
That's what I thought you were saying.
I'm asking, I'm not EOD, I don't know how it works. Sorry.
No problem.
It's confusing.
No, it's totally understandable. It's okay. So you, from what I'm hearing, you have two separate.
That's correct.
Okay. Your first complaint that you want with Roberto, which I remember you brought up as peace meeting.
That's correct.
Okay. That complaint when Roberto was in contact with you.
Roberto did contact me, and he says, you must refer all of your contacts from here on out to Grace Bernal. Yeah, see, Roberto did contact me about that complaint, but he didn't tell me the determination. And he didn't reach out to me, I reached out to him. I was like, hey, what's the deal with this complaint? Because I hadn't heard anything in 6 months or whatever, which apparently it takes 6 months. He's like, oh, our complaints? 6 months. Which is shocking, because AR 241 or whatever that just came out, my AR, the one they made for me, was created in, as far as the city's concerned, record time. I mean, it's insane how fast that AR was put out and like signed by the city manager and reviewed by the various boards and edited and proofread and then sent to the various labor unions for them to approve it and everything else, all like in like 4 months, which is, interesting when the tools that the tool order I put in with Aaron Hagas, I think late December 2022, I never even received at 91st Avenue, ever, before I left. Not that it's his fault. But, yeah, he gave me, like, a tool list to go whatever. And then when he said it's going to be a little while before you get your tools or whatever, so go around the plant and look through boxes and find tools. Which I thought was like, whatever. It's like Easter egg hunt. What I didn't know is that mechanics around the plant had tools in stashes around the plant. So that gave me the big... It's tough to get rid of that first impression when you're going around taking people's tools when you have no idea that you're taking people's tools because your supervisor said go around and take people's tools. So that made me a lot of friends too there in the beginning, I think. Anyway, we continue.
Okay, so when it's outside of that purview, when he says that, we're not involved in that situation. So that's why I was asking about Roberto. I don't have responsibility over the HR section.
Right, but Roberto wasn't supposed to notify Grace. He was supposed to notify the parties to the complaint. And that's plural, which would include me.
Okay.
I was not notified by Roberto.
Okay, so then you're saying Roberto didn't notify you?
He did not.
Okay, so then I'll talk to Roberto about that, we'll go through the process of that, and we'll go through I go through administrative process of that you won't hear about that, because I can take care of that with Roberto.
Well, that's awfully convenient, but, how can I know whether or not, um, um, okay, th- that, that being the case, I mean, I was denied the ability to appeal a very important situation, something regarding a very important situation in my life and in my work life, because someone failed to act, whose job it is to provide me that information so I can move forward with the process.
You can file a complaint on that, that's what I was trying to.
Oh, I could, so, but that complaint just goes to you and gets handled internally.
Yes, because that's, again, we're trying to correct his administrative process to make sure that doesn't occur again. Okay. And just to let you know too, so you don't think, I have it on my calendar at 11:30. I have to.
Oh yeah, he's got to go. By the way, everybody's always got to go. Lunch is at noon, but it's 11:30, so it's pre-lunch. When I'm familiar with pre-lunch, I'm familiar with pre-break, post-break, pre-lunch, post-lunch, and hitting the gate at 2:15. I'm familiar, so I understand that he's busy. He's got to go.
I have another meeting here, but I'll try to handle it. As a matter of fact,
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
no problem.
And then the other complaint I filed was a pretty severe. I mean, I was told by Grace Brown. I don't know if you know her.
No, I don't know her. Was that the lady you talking about?
She's like a senior HR analyst, so she's not that high up. Senior human resources analyst for the Water Services Department, City of Phoenix. I think Margarita's her boss. You might know Margarita because you're high up enough to where like.
Okay.
Yeah, I think she's a director like you.
Has no idea who she is.
I don't know. You know what the bubbles are of like the management? Like I think she's Margarita's the
Org
top
charts.
bubble. Yeah. So anyway,
I think Judy
she told me
Boros
that
is
I
the
was
top.
Selected for a position because of it, comments I made about my mental health,
Okay.
and I have her recorded saying that.
So did you file a complaint with us?
That's the one, the most recent one I filed that I haven't heard a response from. Which I just want to confirm the accuracy of the information.
Okay, so how long ago, when was the last time you spoke to that individual? That was you speak to Grace or you speak to somebody within this office?
No, the complaint's about Grace. I spoke to somebody in this office. She's
Now I think it's kind of like unsettling listening to myself in this state because I was really in a state here. But I think I'm talking about, I can't remember her name now either, but the girl that was in my last video with the emails. Sandra. I think I talked to Sandra. And that's what I'm talking about. Because like Sandra's like, okay, well, I'll do these notes and then I'll email you to get their accuracy. And then she never emailed me. So I was concerned that they wouldn't be accurate. And then if they weren't accurate, no EOD complaint would ever be filed, which ended up being the case anyway. So really all this was pointless, but anyway.
I can't remember her name. She's real nice, Hispanic lady.
Same.
Talks real like
Same.
yeah.
Okay. When, so I can help you out there. When did you speak to Sam?
Like 3 weeks ago.
It couldn't have been 3 weeks ago.
2 weeks.
I think it was last week.
Was it last week? Is my life moving that fast? No way.
It might have been early last week. It's going next week.
Oh, it might have been last week.
Yeah.
Tuesday, I think. Yeah.
So I'm gonna explain this. She was here Tuesday. So Sandra's out intake tapes.
Okay.
So every day she gets intakes from people. She has to take those intakes, and then later they have to get that. However, Sandra's been on vacation.
Oh, okay. Well, good for her.
So it's the same thing. It's only been a week. Now, if it's, I totally understand. Don't feel bad about it.
Oh, I'm not mad at you. I'm not.
It's totally reasonable for you to be concerned about, like, hey, why is this taking this long? I gave you my card because, yes, some things take some time.
Mhm.
Like I said, we have complaints. We can get complaints from 14,000 city of Phoenix employees, but we also get complaints from citizens of the city of Phoenix as well. We only have about 6 people. I only have one person that deals with the employees.
Okay, so you already just said, there's one person, Sandra, who deals with the employees. But like, I know Roberto deals with the employees because we just talked about it, so that's 2. So that's, not a lie, but maybe a fib, I don't know.
It takes some time for us to get through investigations where you get a communication reference and she was sending back to you. She definitely was sending back out to you. Do you have Sandra's number?
No.
Let me get you that. 'Cause if you're calling out,
Is she on the internet? Is she on the email? Can you Outlook.com? I'm sure you're on there.
Outlook. You can email me.
Okay, I don't want to bug you. I don't want to bug you.
No. What she does, and I'll tell you this, I'll make sure that whenever she sends that calls record out to you, she will send it out. I would say today is the 10th, right?
I think so. Shoot, how many better informed?
Yes.
October
You give
10th.
me to the 17th to hear something from us in regards to this call record?
Yeah, because my work life is just hell right now, man.
No,
And that's why I'm just struggling, and I've been dealing with this stuff for 2 years, and I'm really just, I'm kind of like at my, I'm just ready to give up, and I don't want to give up, but like.
Well, don't give up, because like I said, it's been hot as hell the last couple of weeks. Normally it's not hot this time of year. You're outside working, it's totally understandable.
See, this guy's really cool, man. I'm so shocked that I'm being treated so well that it's almost like I can't even deal with it. Like I said, it's unsettling listening to it.
Just like I said, give her a week. She will send it. If you don't hear anything in a week, make sure you call me or email.
Well, I will.
And let me make sure.
Thank you for being, I want to thank you too for being civil with me.
Oh, no problem.
Because that's, people at the city, my coworkers and stuff have been awful to me, so I really appreciate the
No, that's no problem. Like I said, you're going through something that, like I said, was tough for having the work life, and you had to deal with it. We're trying to.
I just think that my mental, just because I have a disability doesn't mean, like she said, I checked every box. She even said, I don't want you to think they didn't hire you because they didn't like you or you weren't qualified. It's because of the red flags that flew up when you mentioned issues about your mental health, which I think is a protected. Yeah. And so that just made me feel awful that that's not about what I can do and what I can provide or whatever, but it's about it's a red flag that I'm like a bad person, and I don't think that. I think everybody has problems, and just because my problems are mental problems doesn't mean that I don't deserve to be treated with. And then the HR director's telling me that as advice, whereas I think it's her duty to act when the panel members told her that, to file a complaint on my behalf.
Yeah.
Isn't it? If she sees discrimination, doesn't she have a duty to act?
Could be, but we never know.
Could be, but we never know. I mean, that's brutal, man. That's brutal.
How do you never know?
You filed a complaint now, so we gotta go through that
Right,
process.
but it says, all I'm saying is the stuff I read when I was onboarding and stuff, I've only been city student for 3 years. And the stuff that I read and stuff they told me was like, if you see something wrongdoing or whatever, you have a duty act. There's an integrity line. There's all these methods for you to, and it says especially if you're member supervision, you have a duty to act if you see any instances of discrimination. Not enforce the discrimination yourself. Like that's just.
Well, no, I wouldn't say it's enforcing it, it's just that.
By not doing anything about it, that's validating it.
But if you would have not done anything, that's valid. We need people to come and tell us so that we can go back and try to fix it. And I know it's kind of like.
She told me, she goes, all the panel members told me they agreed that your mental health status was the red flag that you didn't get hired. When she heard that from them, she should have been like, that's a federally protected classification, and it's against federal law to discriminate against an employee based off of a disability. And I don't know how, she's worked at 23 years at the city, how she doesn't know that.
Well, those are the things, like I said, sometimes people make mistakes.
Yeah.
We'll do the investigation, and we'll do that, and then we'll make.
The thing is, Grace never got investigated. Never. And she knows better than this. She knows. And so does this guy. Or maybe he doesn't. He seems nice enough. Maybe he doesn't know. But, because he didn't even know Grace. I think she works on the same floor, but that's what you're dealing with. And I just looked at the city council meeting, the proposed topics, and it's all about raising taxes and more money and more money and other stuff, you know. And I think a lot of this stuff's important. I mean, I think we could cut a lot of costs. I mean, if there's only one person for the EOD department taking all the complaints for the 1,500 people that work in the water services department or the city of Phoenix employees, that's insane. That's insane. And then you know, how many other instances do we have at the city where contractors are being paid to do a job, but because of the necessity of the job to get done, the city employees who are also getting paid to do a job are doing the job that the contractor is getting paid to do? So that's the taxpayers paying double to get the same job done, while at the same time putting, you know, the employee at risk of you know, not being covered because they're breaking the law and committing fraud, you know, filling out fake work orders and doing stuff like that. So I just think there's a lot to bring up the city council meeting. Yeah, in 2 minutes, for sure.
Sure. Even when we go through the investigation, we give you your rights and where you can go and file complaints and things like that.
And I know Roberto was new, so maybe that's why I forgot.
Oh, no problem.
It's a problem for me.
Like I said, I'll take care of that. What I mean, I no problem. I mean, make sure we address that. But like I said, give it to the 17th. Somebody reach out to you. It just takes some time with that. No, nobody will forget anything. It was real.
Yeah, I signed out with the other supervisor. I didn't just like leave.
Oh, okay, that's what I meant.
I didn't abandon my post. No.
All right, I didn't want you to do that. That's what I was concerned about.
No, but I think that like what has been taking place over the past 2 years is like they want me to quit because like I'm about ready to just leave because my marriage fell apart last year. It's taken such an emotional toll on me, and it made my life so hard that but I'm a fighter, so I don't want to I mean, evil prevails when good men do nothing, you know. So like I haven't done nothing wrong. I've just tried to do my job.
You're just trying to work.
I'm just trying to work.
So this is a question, right? I know. So you have an outlet to come talk to us, right? So we can address your discrimination.
Yeah.
My question is the issues that you're having with Grace, who's your HR. I'm thinking it from my eye coach. Your HRS at your facility.
Yeah.
Have you ever talked to anybody in HR and say, I'm having this issue with this person who's supposed to be looking out for my best interest as a human being? Have you ever reached out to anybody in HR headquarters or HR main office?
Who's the head? Where do I go? Tell me where to go.
I can.
Is it this building or Calvin Good?
I think it's Calvin Good, but
He thinks it's Calvin Good. He doesn't even know where HR is. And maybe not that he should know, but I feel like I would know if I was like the director of EOD, but
you just can't walk. You have to call.
Who do I call?
I need that number. Water. I don't want you to.
I'm sorry I ate your lunch too much.
No. It's not lunch, but wait, right. I don't want you to go anywhere until I get this because I gotta find it. But it's not. And it's not easy to find. So that's what I said.
I mean, it is easy to find if you look at the org chart on SharePoint, but I mean, he's such a nice guy, you know. It just sucks that he's so inept.
I mean, I bet you I'd find it right now. Do you know what SharePoint is?
You said what?
Do you know what SharePoint is?
Not really.
Dude, it's an app on 365, and everything any city worker has in their OneDrive is available on their search.
Oh.
So like if you put, it's called org chart, right?
Yeah.
So if you go org chart HR,
Yeah.
let's see.
Like I'm telling the EOD guy about SharePoint, it's
Utah.
insane.
Is Oh, that's the transportation department. Hold on, let me look at org chart, human resources, right?
Well, I wouldn't be, I'm going for looking for the director, I guess.
Yeah. So, okay, it was just updated October 1st. The top bubble is Jacqueline, Jacqueline Edwards.
Okay, so
She is the human services director.
So you don't want to go to her, you want to go to like 2 levels below her.
Why
Two
not?
levels below.
2 levels below.
So the director is the one that's in charge of like the policy, the application of policy, and then part of the CMO's team needs the budget. You want to get the working supervisor.
Like Vanessa or Lori? Or their secretaries or assistants, never mind.
No. You were talking, if they're administrative assistants,
Yeah, there's Assistant Human Services Director Nicole Ayola.
no, the secretaries you're talking about.
Management Assistant 2 and Secretary Administration.
So the manager, assistant to, or the secretary, you want to speak to them, because those are the ones that know everybody in the office, and they know who to get you to contact with, because they're in contact with her.
Oh, this is Human Services though, is that not the right one?
No, human resources.
Oh, shit.
Sad, man.
And I have to take this.
Fuck,
Yeah,
my
I'll-
life has been so fucked up.
Hey,
It's sad.
Can you send me an email when you get to work, and then I'll
I will,
make sure we'll be in touch.
I will.
I apologize.
I never sent him an email either. I just forgot. I forgot all about this meeting. Anyway. It is what it is.